Then this is choco chip, tutti frutti. This is cashew nut. So this is sugar grinded, maida. Then we need, now here we have baking powder. This is vanilla essence for flavor. Let's get started. This is very simple. I'm just going to show you one kind of biscuits. So these are the options that are there. You can get the recipe otherwise. For this cheddar cheese and zira, we need 2 tablespoons of curd. So here there is this zira and cheddar cheese. This we will make, but I will not show you how to make it. You will use 2 tablespoons of curd with it if you are making cheddar cheese biscuits. So since I only have 1 packet, I'm not using it for now, but I will show you some other biscuits. This coconut we will use desiccated. I'll show you the coconut. I have broken it. This one we are going to churn it in the mixer, break it, remove the cover. So here, this is the coconut. I'm going to churn it now after. So this is coconut. So this is the coconut. This is the coconut. We are going to churn it, mixer. This is the coconut. It is dry only. So this is an old coconut that I had broken. Kept it for about 20 days. So now it's all dry. So if you have a fresh coconut, then you take out the fresh coconut and then you churn in the mixer, and then you dry the water on a dry pan, and then you keep it to cool. Now this is the churned coconut. I have taken about, we need half a cup. So this is 1 full coconut, 1 cup of maida. Then we require baking powder, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of this vinegar, and then I'll take, and then I'm adding about baking powder also. We'll add 1 teaspoon, 1 flat teaspoon. Now, and then since it has coconut, I'm adding pinch of cardamom powder. Otherwise I have melted butter, cinnamon powder, and then I have butter with me. This is butter, cinnamon and sugar mix. So I'm going to just heat it. So you need half cup of butter and half grounded sugar, and so I will just heat it and show you. So this is melted butter with sugar and cinnamon powder. I'm going to add it to the maida. I don't use too much of this thing sugar, so I'm not going to use much sugar. It is very, very hot, so just taking it out. So to this I will add about 1 teaspoon of ghee, because the butter is less comparatively, and sugar I don't like much, so I'm not going to add. And you are going to make very thin paste. You will use hot ghee, melted ghee. So I'm adding some ghee here, and I'm going to melt about 2 teaspoon more ghee because it is less. So half a cup of ghee you will add. Now to this I am adding about 3 teaspoons of powdered sugar. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, since I don't have time to melt it, I am just going to whisk it and show you how you're going to make it smooth. The bowl is hot only, so you're going to whisk it in the sugar, or I will just directly pour in after whisking here. I don't want, if you use it in the form of this thing liquid, that is much better. So see how beautifully the paste has been formed, and it has become very lighter. The brown color is of the cinnamon and the butter that I added before, so it's perfectly fine. So you are going to take half cup of ghee melted and half cup of grounded sugar. Since I have taken in part some butter was lying earlier, so I have used that only, and some ghee I have added. So it is optional. If you want to use butter or ghee, you will take accordingly, right? So this is butter and ghee, and this is our beautiful coconut shredded biscuits that are going to be. This is 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoon, and the 3rd tablespoon I am keeping on the side. So if I require, I will add. Okay. So if only 2 tablespoons of milk I have used, and now I'm adding the last 3rd tablespoon that I kept aside in the bowl for this. So that is all. Only 3 tablespoons of milk is fine, but the thing is that it is still not in the form of dough. So here we are adding about 1 more. So this makes it 4 tablespoons of milk. I'll knit it, and I think this time it's done. This is good. Please remember, I have not added any water to this. No water should be added in the biscuit dough. Still it is dry, so I am going to add little bit of milk to it. That's it. So here I have added little bit ghee more because I had not taken full half a cup, so ghee was less. That's why it was not knitting. So you can just check, see how soft the dough is. So this should be the consistency of the dough. Okay, just see. And the ghee or the butter, whatever you're using, is oozing out of the dough. Now you're going to keep the dough for roughly 1 hour aside before actually baking it, so that the whole flavor of the coconut infuses in the dough. So make sure that your dough is quite greasy. See, the whole grease is coming onto the parat. You can check how glazed it is. Now we are going to keep it aside like this, and then we will also make the shapes after a while. Okay, so the best way to keep it is to knit it well, so that the flavor is infused well. So our dough is done. We will keep it aside. In the meanwhile, I'll show you how to keep the baking tray. So this is the baking tray that I'm using, and this is the butter paper. So we will take the butter paper and we will just oil it with the ghee. You can take yellow butter, but I am using ghee instead. So you are going to just put ghee on the butter paper. So here we have greased the butter paper. Since I don't have time to keep the dough aside, I am going to make few biscuits shapes, and then we will bake it for about 20 minutes. So for now, making the biscuits, we have the dough. I have not waited for the given time. So here we are going to make little small balls of the dough. And then we are going to make small You make the small balls here and then you press it like this. Okay, and this we will take the fork and then we'll make the marks like you see on the we see on the Britannia this thing. So like this. Make sure that your cookie or the biscuit is quite flat so that it could bake properly. If it is thicker, then the baking might not happen well. So it is almost flat because it is having raising floor. You are going to keep the biscuits. Take it out very carefully. Keep distance because they are going to rise up. So here I'm keeping the biscuits, few of them, and then I will bake them. So here these are the coconut biscuits. So I'm going to just keep them in the oven for baking. Oven. This oven is very soft cookie. Oh wow. Ouch. Maybe the hot biscuits are like this only. Wow. Very yummy. So our coconut biscuits are ready to taste, but they are very hot. So just see how beautifully they have baked. See, each one of them is just gorgeous. So ready to have with the tea. I mean, I must tell, the hot biscuits are much better than the cold ones. So here with the tea, you can surely serve your beautiful biscuits, home baked. And trust me, the coconut biscuit that you get at in the market, trust me, that is nothing like the home cooked biscuits. These are amazing, amazing biscuits. Such a nice home cooked cookies, and that too original coconut cookies. Yummy it is. So I hope that you try baking your own coconut cookies at your comfort of the home with real flavor of coconut. Do try making these coconut cookies, really yummy. So this is the yummy coconut biscuits. Do try them. Wear some gloves and open it. See how beautifully they have baked. Little over baked. They are quite soft right now. We will just keep it like this. So you can also bake your beautiful cookies. I think it's for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's sufficient. Thank you so much. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. So happy eating yummy cookies, and wish you all a very, very happy new year 2021. Yummy choco chip and tutti frutti biscuits. So you can also bake it. This is the tutti frutti and the choco chips. So do enjoy baking your own biscuits at home.